Very good morning. Welcome to my channel. In the previous video, we have done with the strings. Now in this video, we will start with the list in a Python of the second chapter. So very first question is, what do you mean by list? So what is that? It is a standard type of the Python that can store a sequence of values belonging to any type. It means it just stored the data type of the value, that it means it contain any type of the value, either it is an integer or a float or a number or whatever it is, it can store in it. But the thing is, it is to be depicted in the square brackets only. So whenever the thing is in the square bracket, that means it is uh, define the list. So very first thing is this square bracket that is empty. So it is known as an empty list. If there are values in between that, so that value is in the form of integers, so we can say that it is a list of integers. After that, now just see here, it is a integer, it is a float, it is a float, and it is again integer. So when the integers and the floating per point combines together, it becomes a numbers. Then this is the characters. Now when everything is combined together, character, number, floating, then that is known as a mixed value type. Now list of string, why? Because this is a collection of characters. So what next? List are a mutable one. Mutable one, we can easily change the elements of the list in a place. We can update it, we can delete it, we can append it. Means we just do anything on the list. So in the Python, we have a two mutable types. One is a list and one are the dictionaries. So firstly, now we are just doing the list, not a dictionary. List. Very first thing is how to create a list. So list is created by the square brackets. So just see here, this is a empty string. If I want to put any expression is there, we can put any expression with the comma in between. So that is known as a, either it has some value of integers or a number, whatever the thing is, it may be divided in the different parts with the help of comma. So how to create an empty list? So just see here, means we are not putting anything here. The empty list is this. You can also create an empty list as this. It will generate an empty list and name that list as L. List L, list this bracket. ये बच्चे क्या करेगी? It will generate an empty list and that list is now named as a L here. Creating list from existing sequence. Now already the sequences existed in our language. So we are just taking that values from them and create a new list. So how it is be? L is equal to list of sequence. So just see here, L1 is equal to list of hello. So hello is already sequence which is already there in our program. So when I just want to print L1, so all the characters are to be displayed separately within this square bracket because we are creating a list here and list is in the square bracket. So we are just making a different characters along with it with the square bracket. So this is a from existing sequence. Now when you want to create a list from the input, from any input device. Input device, obviously, what do you mean by input device? So when we fed the data into the computer. So in this language, it means we are taking the value from the user. So user fed the data into the computer, that this is the list element. So just see here, list input, enter the list element. So we are getting the input here. Whatever the elements are there, they are separated with the help of comma and put it into the this square bracket. So this is to be a from input. Now the thing is, we have firstly done the strings and now list. So what is the difference between list and strings? So there are some similarities also and some dissimilarities. So firstly, we are just moving on the similarities. So similarity, very first is the length. So we will find out the length of both the list and string as well with the help of the count function. So simply, if I'm just write computer, I just count it, COMPUTER, means 8 characters are there. So obviously the length is 8. Now we are not starting from here 0, because counting means we are just counted the how many characters are there. If it will start with a 0, obviously at always one number comes less. So we will not start with the 0 here. Indexing and slicing. So indexing and slicing, what do you mean by this? In the string topic, we have already done indexing and slicing. Indexing means we put 0, 1s, 2 as a forward index, and -1, -2, -3, and so on as a backward index. So firstly, we put the indexing over there, and slicing means if I want a of 4. So firstly, I just give all the index value, and whatever the value comes under the slicing, we can easily extract from that, because we have already given indexing. So whenever we need a slicing like A4 to 7, so we can easily calculate that because we put the index over there. Then membership operator in and not in. In means it always gives a true when that is present inside that. Not in means it always give a true when it is not in there. Okay, so this works in a different manner. Then there is a concatenation and replication operator. Plus means joining. Multiply means number of the timing it repeated. So this is concatenation. Now, if the thing is clear in the string, that is same as that of the list, then tuples, then dictionary. So the students just clear the things in one topic. Every other topic will be very easy for you. Then assessing the individual elements. Assessing the individual elements. Now these are the elements of the list. If I want to put a vowel of 0, so individual element is there, it means the answer is 0, A. Vowel of 4. Firstly, we put indexing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So answer is here U. Vowel of -1. So this is on -1. So answer is U. In this way, we can assess any individual elements from the string. Now, what is the difference between list and string? In the list and string, what do you mean by this difference? So there are two main difference, storage and mutability. So I already told this thing, lists are mutable one. So, but the strings are not mutable. So this is one big difference. And second difference is storage. Storage is, what do you mean by that? Obviously, lists are stored in a memory exactly like string. Everything is same, but the thing is, when the objects are larger, in the list, they provide a references. So it means we are not storing the particular data in that memory location because it is of large size. We put a reference here that this is too much big. We create a reference there. We put a just only address there. At this address, the whole data value is being stored. So this is one of the more difference. In the strings, it is not being happened. Okay, after that, we have a variety of list operation. It's all same as that of the string, and obviously in the next topic, tuple. These all are same. So listen the things very carefully. First is a traversing a list. What do you mean by traversing a list? Means you are assessing every word only at once. Means every character only at once. When you just write this loop for item in the list, means for item in the list, whatever the item is there. If I just write for A in the L, means for every character in this L, I just print A. Means firstly it will print B, then Y, and so on. Then there are joining the list. Joining means concatenation, and repeating or replicating means they are number of times they are repeating. When there are joining of a list, it means the list 1 is this, list 2 is this. When we join these list, it means we are just putting it as a pending one. Joining doesn't mean that 1 and 6 adds together. No. Firstly, you write the list 1 and then join together with the list 2 piece. As it is, the contents are writing over there. No addition is there. It is only the operator. Then there is a repeating or operator. Repeating operator, what it means? LST1 multiplied by 3. Multiply 3 means, it doesn't means 1, 4, 9. It multiply by 3, then answer becomes 3, 12, and 36. No. it means it will repeat number of times. If it is right as a 3, it means the answer is 149, 149, 149. Suppose it is written as a 4, so answer kya aa jata? 149, 149, 149 and 149. After that, there is a slicing the list. So slicing the list, what do you mean by this? In the slicing, we have a one start value and one stop value. It means firstly, we give a indexing, forward index and backward index. What do you want? Firstly, I just do the forward indexing. After that, what they have written here, they are just taking one list. And after that, they have write LST 3 to -3. So how we can do this thing? Firstly, we put a here. Okay, I just write here. So this is at 0. Then next is at 1. Next is at 2. Next is at 3. Then 4. Then 5. Then 6. Then 7. Then 8. So this is a forward indexing of these numbers. If I want to put a backward indexing of these numbers, just see here, if I want a backward indexing, तो कैसे होगा बच्चे? सबसे पहले हम यहाँ अगर करें, लास्ट से स्टार्ट करेंगे और बैकवर्ड इंडेक्सिंग में लास्ट से स्टार्ट होता है. -1, this is -2, this is at -3, this is at -4, this is at -5, and so on. In this way, we can easily put the indexing of all things. Okay, just see here. They are saying 3 to -3. 3 to -3, it means they are talking about these things. -3 is here. So 3 के बच्चे starting कहाँ से हो रही है? 20. So 20 आया. ठीक है? 4, 0, 1. Okay, 1 second. Okay, I am just writing again here. Okay, just see here. Here, this is at 0. Here, this is at 0. This is at 1. This is at 2. This is at 3. So, it starts with 3 here. So, -3. So, -1, -2, -3. -3 का मतलब वो कहाँ तक जाएगा? -4 तक. 1 हमेशा एक्सक्लूड होता है. तो आंसर हमारा क्या आ जाएगा? These 3, 20, 22 and 24. In this way, you can find out the answers. Now, if there are 3 things come in between, start, stop, and step. Now, third value, step also comes here. So, step means how many numbers you have to increase there. Now, just see here, 0 to 10 and step is 2. So, 0 कौन सा number है? 0 index पे कौन है? 10. तो हम यही लेके चलेंगे. 2 means you have to increase the index by 2. 1, 2. So answer क्या आ जाएगा? 14. फिर अपन छोड़ गए कि second index पे जो आपकी values आती जाएंगी बेटा, you can just take that only. Now here is the index value 3. So आप third value आप उठाओगे इस index में and you just put the answer. And now it is starting from 2. So 0, 1, 2. 2 पे कौन है? 14. So you just take this one. Now you have to take a 3. So 1, 2, 3. So second is 24. 1, 2, 3. Now next is a 34. So means indexing this step value means you have to skip all those which have these 3. After that, using list slices for the list modification. Now you obviously list are mutable, so you can easily modify them also. So just see here. This is a list 1, 2, 3. Now they are writing L0 of 2 is 0, 1. यानी कि 0, 0 is to 2. यानी कि 0 और 1 की बात वो कर रहा है. यानी कि इस 1 पे आपने अपडेट क्या कर देना है, ये वाला 0, और इस 2 की जगह आपने अपडेट क्या कर देना है, ये वाला 1. सो आंसर क्या आ जाएगा, 0, 1, 3. Second is L is equal to 1, 2, 3 again. Now they are saying 0 to 2 is only A. Means second wala, ab 0 और 1 की वो बात कर रहे हैं, but they are giving only the one answer, A. So 1 और 2 की जगह वो कल्लाब आंसर हमारा क्या आ जाएगा, A. We will not write 2 as it is. उसने अपडेट कर दिया, 0 और 2 की जगह उसने क्या कर दिया, सिर्फ A. So आंसर क्या आ गया हमारा, A, and 3 is the next one. After that, there is a list manipulation. So you can append, you can update, you can delete each and everything. So very first is the append. Append means you add the element only at the last. So just see here, 10, 12, 14 is a list element. If you just write append 16, so answer is 10, 12, 14 and 16. So appending always add the element at the last. Update the element. If you want to update the value with the new value, how you can write? You have to write the index value here. So they are writing list 2. So 2 constant index is 0, 1, 2. It means they are updating this value with the 24. So new value is 10, 12, 24 and 16. In same way, you are just deleting the element. If you want to delete any particular element, either you give the particular index number that I want to delete this index, like del of 2 means it will delete the second index number. Or you can, if you want to multiple remove elements in a list slice, means you can, you want to delete the multiple elements, then you at that time put the start and stop over there, means 10 to 15. It means whatever the element is comes in between, then all the elements will be deleted. One more thing, if you just write del and lst, nothing will be over there. That particular index, no indexing, and nothing is there. So it will remove all the elements. It means it will all remove all the elements whenever you just search for the LST again in your program. So no object named as the LST would be existing now. After that, making a true copy of the list. So what do you mean by the true copy of the list? It means whatever the contents are there, you just copy all the contents and make a new copy of that. So how it will be there? If there is in the list, this is a red, blue, green colors are there. If you just write only B is equal to colors, it means you are making here a shallow copy. It means there are two references which point to the same list. Now colors and B are the two reference or to the same list. But if you want to make a true copy, you have to make a different list. It means now this is a color list has a different reference and B the list has a different list, because now you are creating a new list with colors. Okay, so this true copy is now known as a deep copy. Okay, if you want to make a true copy of the list, you have to put a reference separately. It means you are creating a list separately, because colors and B are in a separate list. Now they are known as a deep copy. After that, we have a variety of list functions. List function. So very first is the list function is index method. So in index method, we are just giving any element and find out the index. So here they are finding out the index of the element 18. So the answer is 1 here. If I want to find out the index of 11, so answer is 2, because starting index is always a 0. Append method. Append means it always added the new value at the end of the list. Whatever the value is there, it should be at the end of the list. Like here, red, green, and blue are the colors. So I want to append yellow. So answer yellow is at the end of this list. After that, there is an extend method. So there is a one difference between append and extend method. So before ahead, we have done append. Append only add the element, single element at the end of the list, but the extend method add the multiple elements to the end of the list. So this is a very one difference between append and extend. So it will add multiple elements. So if I just write ABC and in the second we have a list DE, if I want to extend T1 with the T2, so answer is ABCDE. Means we just add the multiple elements of the list at the end. So this is the difference between append and extend. Next is the insert method. Insert method, insert the value at the given position. So when we want to insert anything, firstly we have to give a position and then the value, whatever the value we want to insert. So at that is the we have to write T1 is equal to AEU. Already one list is created. So T1 dot insert 2I means at second position we will insert the I. So second position kaun si hogi? This is a zeroth position. This is first position. So whatever the element comes after the E, that is on the second position. So if we put a here. After that, there is a pop method. So pop method is what? It just remove the latest content from the list. So if the element is given, if the index number is given, so but obviously at that index is to be popped. So they are giving the index value 0. So K is the answer. If they are not giving any index value in the pop, so pop always delete the latest up element from the list. So answer comes here, U. After that, there is a remove method. What do you mean by remove? Remove method removes the first occurrence of the given item from the list. If I just want to remove A here, so only this will remove. It will not remove because it will remove the occurrence. So see, this A is still there because it is at the second occurrence. So remove element only removes the first occurrence of the list. Clear method. Clear method, if you write clear method, whatever the content it is in, it just give you the empty list. Then there is a count method. Count method, whatever the element you just write in the count function. So number of the times it will be there in the list, it will just give the that answer. So 18 is the count value is 2. They are 28. So if their 28 is not there, so count is 0. It means number of the times you have to count that, what number of the times it just repeat in that. Then there is a reverse method. Reverse method, whatever the value is in the list, it just reverse over it. After that, there is a sort method. Sort method by default sort it into the increasing order. If you want to sort it in decreasing order, you have to write that sort reverse is equal to true. Reverse it is equal to true means it will sort the data into the descending order. So this is all about the list here. And the next is the tuples. So what do you mean by tuples? In the tuples, we have a thing which is in the parentheses. Now in the list, we have done the thing which is in the square bracket. But now this thing is in the parentheses. But rest everything is same. Creating tuples. So we have already done creating a list that is in the square brackets, but now here we are writing the thing in parentheses. Same, creating empty tuple. So how we can create empty tuple? With the parentheses in that. If I want to create a single element, so how I can write T1? So it is in the it is in the parentheses bracket because this is a tuples. In the list, we put it into the square bracket. So now same like that of the list, we have creating a tuples from the sequences. Example is also same, so don't be confused. Only the thing is the brackets are different. There we put a square brackets and same hello is there. So answer is again same. The only difference is here, this is to be a square bracket. Now if you want to take the keyboard from input, same. We just take the input from this one as an input, but the thing is we have to put it into this panel. Now tuple versus list. Before ahead we have done the list versus string, but now we have done list tuples versus string. The thing is again there is a similarity, same. We have already done length, indexing, membership, concatenation, and assessing. So all the similarities are the same, but the difference is what? Tuples are not mutable. In list are mutable, we can append that, we can delete that, we can insert that, but now tuples are not mutable. If you want to update any element, so answer is invalid only. Now tuple operations. So we have done already for the list: traversing, joining, and replicating, slicing. Yes, so all these are the same. The difference is only what is unpacking tuples. So unpacking tuples mein, what do you mean by unpacking tuple? So what do you mean by unpack? Creating a tuple from a set of values. If you want to make a tuple from the different values, that is called packing. And if you reverse it, then that is unpacking. Just see here. Now these are the values and you are making a tuple here. It means it is packing. Unpacking means this is a tuple and now from the tuple you are creating, you are just putting all the values in tuple elements. That is unpacking. Now we have a tuple functions. So what do you mean by tuple function? Length. We can easily find out the length of the employee. So what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. So the answer is 4 here. Max, it means we just find out the maximum one. Minimum means a smallest value. Index method. Index method, what it does? Index of 5. It means this is the element and we have to give the index 0, 1, 2. So 2 is the answer here. Count method, number of the occurrence, this 2 repeated. Then the tuple method. So tuple method is one type of the constructor method because the constructor is what? The name is same as that of the function method. So this is a tuple here. This is a function. This name is same as that of the function method. That's why it is also known as a constructor method, because constructor has a property that the name is same as that of the function name. Okay. After that, there are dictionaries. So how we can create a dictionary here? In a dictionary, there are key values pairs. Key values pairs means this is a key and this is a value. Keys are always put front, then there is a colon, then there is a value, and after that there is a comma. So it means firstly there are curly brackets are there. Then we have to write key values with the help of colons. And after that second key value, we put a comma. And it is always in this curly brackets. After that, how we can assess the elements of the dictionary. If I want to assess the elements of the dictionary, so we simply write the key for just see if I want to assess the keys or value. If I want to assess the keys, so just write d dot keys. Keys में बच्चे हमारे पास क्या क्या आ जाएगा? First part only. Vowel 1, vowel 1, 2, vowel 1, 3 and so on. And D, if I just write D dot value, तो उसके हमारे पास answers आ जाएंगे. Values में उसकी values के answer आएंगे. After that, characteristics of dictionary. Characteristics of dictionary में बच्चे क्या होते हैं? Firstly, ये हमारे पास key values pairs है. ठीक है? First, it is unordered set of elements. Unordered set of elements means because it has a key value, we can change their order also. We can index it by key because we have a key value pair and we are just indexing by key. If I just write key and I got the answer of the value, and for everything it must be a unique one, and it is also a mutable. We can change the elements also. Next is the dictionary operation. So traversing. Traversing means we can assess every element of the dictionary. So we know this is a mutable one. Mutable one means it means we can easily add the element of the dictionary. Suppose I am writing employee debt sale. If I want to write want to add element, how I can write? I just write the key and then value over that. If I just write employee debt sale, so बच्चे क्या हो जाएगा? ये already जो dictionary है उसमें हमारा एक और department add हो गया, that is sale. So this is the syntax how to add the element to the dictionary. And now if I want to update the element, existing element, so how I can write? Firstly मैं उसकी key की लिखूंगी. If I want to update this salary, तो मैं क्या लिखूंगी? Employee salary. और जितने से increase करना है मैं उसकी value लिख दूंगी. And when I just get the output print salary, this, so it will be a come there. Same, if I want to delete the element, so मैं उसका क्या लिखूंगी, उसकी key की value लिखूंगी. If I want to remove air from age, so मैं क्या लिखूंगी, del M13. M13 is a dictionary name and age. So age is to be deleted there. After that, checking for the existence of key, whether that key is present or not. So we have two operators, membership operator हमने last time भी किए, in and not in. If I want to check whether this, if I'm just checking age in emp1, तो age emp1 में है, yes, true. John in emp1, so John बच्चे value है, it is not in the key. So the answer is false here. After that, there are dictionary functions. So first function हमारा कौन सा है? Length function. So what is the length? 1, 2, 3. So answer is 3. So you have to, when you just check the length, it should be in a pair only. Clear method only removes the content of the full dictionary. Get method give you the value, whatever the this key demands. If I just write emp1 get depth, so depth की value हमारी क्या है? Sales. So answer क्या आ गया? Sales. Then item method. Item method क्या कहता है? It returns all the items in the dictionary. If I just write for x in my list, print x. My list में हमारे my list में क्या गया हुआ है? सारी employee की items, यानी कि ये. तो आंसर क्या आ जाएगा? जितना डाटा होगा मेरा इस लिस्ट में, it will give the elements. Keys method. If I just write keys, तो जितनी keys होंगी मेरी उस फर्स्ट वैल्यू जो होती है वो की होती है, सेकंड वैल्यू क्या होती है? वैल्यू. सो वट एवर द की इज देयर, दे जस्ट रिटर्न इट. वैल्यूज में क्या करेगा? जितनी वैल्यूज होंगी, यानी कि ये वाली सारी वैल्यूज, ये हमें वो रिटर्न कर देगा. अपडेट मेथड. इफ आई वांट टू अपडेट द डिक्शनरी, हाउ कैन आई डू? So if these are the two dictionary, employee 1 employee 2. अब मैंने क्या करना है बच्चे? अपडेट employee 2. मैंने employee को जो है अपडेट करना है किसमें? employee 1 में. अब ध्यान से देखो, नेम क्या है employee 2 में दिया, बट मैंने employee 1 को अपडेट करना है. employee 1 में क्या है? जॉन. तो अब ये क्या बन गया? दिया. सैलरी कितनी थी? 10,000. इसमें कितनी आ गई? 5,400. डेप्थ कितना क्या आ गया? सेल्स. एज थी नहीं तो एज वही रहेगी. सो इट मींस आई एम जस्ट अपडेटिंग इट with this dictionary. So this is all about the dictionaries. This is all about the second chapter, and one topic is left, that is the sorting, and will that cover in the next video. Thank you so much and keep watching my channel.